Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's Doug with Inspire Light Shows, and I thought I'd take you along and do a series of videos here on the setup of our display. Now, in years past, I've done a behind the scenes video, and there's a couple of them on the Megatree, Snowflake Tower, and a general overview. And I haven't done one in a few years, so I'm probably due to do a refresh of one of those because things have changed. But I've never done a full setup video and show you kind of how I set up and what I'm doing and the stages I'm doing that in. So I thought that'd be pretty useful here. A little late since the house is already done. That was done last month in various stages. I'll bring you along on that because there's a few things I want to do and update the controllers on the roof. Even though we're here in early November, the new F-16 V5s are out. I just got those in a week ago. I got one of them running for Halloween, and I want to update the roof stuff. And just today, the V5 or the distro boards with the e-fuses came in, so they didn't ship with the original stuff, but they came in today, and so I'm going to be replacing those and replacing the controllers up there, just because I want to take advantage of the features of the V5 and have everything powered off for a number of reasons. One, overall safety, just not having power and dealing with any pixels or pixel fire issues, although they're exceedingly rare. Just sleep better at night knowing that nothing is powered when I don't need it to be powered. And then also being able to use the garage. We get in here, pull into the garage. If any of you have run big pixel shows know that the pixels create RF interference, and that causes issues with trying to use your garage and your garage door remote. So having that not powered during the daytime would be really nice, to not have to use my third-party app that I use the rest of the time when the show is running. So anyhow, bring you along here, and we'll switch over the view to the front view, and I'll kind of show you where we're at right now and what we're going to be looking to do. All right, so today's going to be Megatree Day. So I got the pole up the other day. It rests in a concrete footing that's in the ground. I put that in 2015, 2016, something like that. But the guy wires are just into normal anchors that are removable. That one is a 15-inch or a 16-inch spiral anchor, which is what I've used because the ground here is very hard, filled with rocks, and I wanted to get bigger anchors in. Here's my neighbor Mike coming to help me out here. And what I've done is I had these 30-inch anchors, but I wanted to get them in. We couldn't get them in. There are too many rocks. Somehow, after a few years of not trying, I'm like, let me try it again. I'll sleep better at night knowing I got bigger anchors in. And somehow we got that one in. I don't know how. But this guy here, it was not going. It'd go in about 20 inches, but 10 inches too short of going all the way in. And this is where we get our big wind direction. The wind comes out of the west. That's facing west there, and a little bit out of the north or northwest. So this guy wire in particular takes all the stress. So I want to get this guy really anchored. So I said, screw it. We're going to dig a hole, pour footing. So we went down, and we went to town on this thing, and took a lot of big rocks out of this thing. There's no way we were getting that thick guy in without it. But we poured the footing. I just got this loose. We'll tighten these things down here in a bit. I'm going to backfill with the grass there and get rid of that dirt. And we're going to be getting up the Megatree today. As far as what we did on the house outline previous, just the outline of the pixels on the shingles and gutters. Icicles are up, and the other day I put up the wreaths, and also of course our big HD props over here, and got one more HD, got a real deal prop up there. And then just before Halloween, I got the two firework props up, got them going. Currently they're not guy wired in. We don't get the crazy winds yet, so they're not guy wired, but for the big winds, I'll get those guy wired so they don't move. And then yesterday I worked on the snowflakes and got the snowflakes on the fence going. So they're set up. That took 2.5 hours, get them set up. Get quite a few interruptions here because we're right on the street. People come walking by and they're always wanting to talk to me about the lights, thanking me for doing it. That's always cool, but it does take a little bit of time out of the day. The controller for the lights runs right there, and that guy controls the fence lights and everything here. Plus we do a runway over in that area, and so that's the controller for that guy. So anyhow, that's where we're at right now. Mega Tree, like I said, we're going to try and get as much of this done today as we can. We're starting kind of late, so we only have about 3 hours, and we'll see how much we can do. 3 hours. Right on the ladder at the top of the tree, we just got the base ring down here. It's done in 4 pieces, just connects together. Had that custom fabricated from a local metal shop. And I just want to show up here really quick on the topper. So this uses a 1/2 inch floor flange that is bolted to the topper, and the topper here just runs on the 1/2 inch threaded conduit, and just rotate this thing through. So it just threads in, and once I get it here in position, I've also welded this little bracket on the back, as you can see, and I use this screw here, this little bolt, just comes in here. Get this thing in focus. Comes in, and I can just screw this in place, and this locks the topper so it can't rotate. So this thing goes in. As you can see there now, this topper, if I move, it can't rotate. It moves, 1 degree, whatever. But that locks this thing in, and that way, when this is all up here, it does not rotate from the wind. So that's my simple solution for keeping the topper straight and square and where I want to point it. Making progress here. We got about 2/3, 3/4 of the tree of the upper section done. So those are just going up on J-hooks and just loosely lining them up to the base ring here. We still have the inner skirt to go, which is something unique I do that goes from the base ring to the center, which you can see is a it's an HDPE topper I had custom made, so I don't need the strength of steel, and just have 2.5 inch bolts sticking up that the grommets just go over. And you see kind of the order of operations we have here is I make this really easy. So in the garage, we got the Mega Tree lives up here. So these are the main strings. So that's what we got left. We got most of them. It's just got a little angle iron piece there with S-hooks in it, and that just drapes them out. The top end's here, so we just grab 4 at a time and just carry them over. And once we get done with that, then we go to the intersection, which is up there above it, and do the same thing. Grab 4 at a time, do the intersection, connect the pigtails, and we're done. So we'll try and get all that done here, and that's how we're getting this out. So it's really helpful having this storage so close to where we're operating, because I can just carry those guys from there straight up the ladder to the tree, and we can knock them out really quick. So we've done all that probably in about 30-35 minutes. So it goes quickly. All right, the sun's going down, but we got the Mega Tree mostly up today. Just a few little odds and ends to finish up tomorrow. Really the main thing is connecting the base ring to the ground. Right now it's just suspended in the air with the pixel strips, but I use some heavy-duty UV-rated zip ties on the 16 ground anchors there and loop that over, and that'll connect the ring to the ground. And once that's done, I can pull tension on all the strips and do some fine-tune adjustments on the J-hooks as necessary to get everything all the line. But right now it looks pretty good, so I'm happy with the alignment the way it is now, but I'm sure there'll be a few things to tweak. Also do a little bit of cable management. Right now it's a hot mess on all the cables in there, and I'll just zip tie those up, make it nice and clean, and that's it. The tree will be done. Next steps after that, we'll probably be putting up the mini trees, which will go right out in front here, and then the pixel poles, which create a big jungle of guy wires, because each one of those has 4 guy wires, and there are 8 of them. So that creates a big jungle gym out here in the yard, and then I can fill in with the AC props as necessary. And that pretty much wraps up this, and then I'll have the snowflake tower on the other side to go and wrap the trees up. So doesn't seem like a lot when I say it out loud, but I know it's a lot of days, a lot of time, and then I still got to redo the controllers that I want to upgrade to the F16 V5 up there on the roof and get that done. So that's the progress for today. We'll follow up here in a few days on the next steps, and see you all later.